Welcome back to the Philly Uncensored Sports Podcast. I got it right. You can catch us on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Facebook, Twitter.
Yep, we're all over.
All right. So now we just finished watching the Celtics and the Sixers and what could be a preview of the first round of the playoffs, and the Sixers mopped them again. The Sixers went undefeated against them this year, 3-0. The Sixers went into Boston. They handled business. Some of our main scorers, our top players, didn't necessarily handle the scoring. It was a team win. We had the big dog Embiid that handled business.
It wasn't a team win, really.
Why wasn't it? You don't think defense was a team effort tonight?
Absolutely.
Defense starts and ends with Joel Embiid.
You keep saying that, but they actually was playing good defense without him.
He makes a huge difference in the middle.
Nobody's saying that he don't, but you make it like Joel is their only defense. They played good defense without him as well. Yeah. They have a good defensive team.
Yeah, I mean, Joel was out
we
there.
We know that's your effort to try to dismiss whatever Ben Simmons or anybody else does on the team. But their team as a team,
shot blocker makes a huge difference, man. Joel changes everybody's shots. You don't want to go in.
And it does. But to Tim's point that Tim always making about Bradley, when we had Bradley, we still was playing good defense because we had a legit center playing center.
Yeah.
Not like Scott playing center.
To me, that Boston team, I know everybody give the coach all this credit. They're not a good coach team right now. They're not a good. They take the worst shots I've ever seen. These dudes are jacking threes. Tatum shot 10 threes and took 17 shots. He took more threes than shots.
That is.
Come on. You got to attack the basket. When you got somebody like Joel Embiid in the game, you want to get him in foul trouble. You want to attack the basket. That team is terribly coached. But Joel Embiid changes that because you don't want to go in there and get your shot punched. Yeah. So what do? You take jumpers, you take threes.
Or if you can't get past the guy that's defending you to get into.
Or you get a guy, you get past the guy in front of you. Joel Embiid just end all be all.
Yeah,
Joel Embiid's the end all be all.
Which means that leads them to
that leads them. No, ain't nobody listen. First of all, First of all, don't tell me I've been giving Joel Embiid credit. I've been saying that he's a potential MVP. He's been my MVP. That I've been hyping him up for the last 3 years, saying that he's an MVP type candidate. So don't say that I don't give him respect or whatever for defense. But it makes a difference when you have defensive players around you. They have a team. Their team is number 2 in defense for a reason, and it ain't just him.
Okay. Then why did the team before us without Joe? Why did Memphis kill us?
Okay, in that one game, we played 7 games without Embiid, correct?
Yeah.
So did we get killed in every one of those games?
We got killed by the better teams.
We played 10 games without Embiid. Did we get killed in every one of them games?
The better teams beat us because they would go right down the middle.
We just lost those last 2 games to Denver and
exactly, and everybody panicked because we lost the last 2 games. That's like some people thought that we was going to lose to Boston tonight because Boston swept us last year, and Boston going to do this, that, and other to us. We beat Boston 3 games this year. Boston won none.
I think you discredit B, man. You discredit that shot
blocker. Discredit B.
Go ahead. Listen, all right, thank you. Also, keep in mind that even though they shot a lot of 3-pointers, Boston, they shot 41%. So they shoot it at a high rate. So that's just maybe just part of their game where when they're on, they're on. Unfortunately for them, Embiid is Embiid, and he can give them that work. I mean, they couldn't stop Embiid tonight. He put 4 of their centers in foul trouble. They brought in the boy Taco Fall, and Taco was the best defender on him.
He was.
And he's because everybody else was just killing them. But one thing about Embiid that I didn't like is the fact that he jacked up a lot of 3-pointers today. Yeah. And to me, especially he had 4. He was 0 for 4 in the first half on 3-pointers. I think he did wind up hitting 1 in the second half. But I
think he got a little shook when Taco came in there. It made it a little difficult for him. But did you see the size of the brace on these on B's knee?
It's real bulky.
Brace was ginormous. I'm surprised he could move how he was moving with that thing.
I know, but he don't go fast anyway. So it just
he don't go fast, but he go faster than Taco Fall. He could take him off the dribble.
Yeah.
So,
but right now,
Taco, it's hard to take a dude with that wingspan off the dribble because he always
recover.
Yeah, it's not necessarily hard to take him off the dribble if you have that weight and strength on him because you lean into him to get yourself some.
You don't.
No, you do. You don't when you're inside, but if you're outside, you never look at how Kemba Walker when he drives and the guy has the size advantage when he's driving, he leans in to get himself space. That's what you do when a guy is bigger than
but you can only create so much space, and his wingspan covers all that. Why do you think B was shooting jumpers?
B was shooting jumpers because he played off of him so far. Why you think Taco Fall didn't get up on B? Because B would drive around him. That's why B shot the jumper, because the jumper was there.
Done. It's easy to say it when you don't have that imposing force right there. Just like it's easy to discredit the 7'2" athletic dude in the middle when you're not playing against him. When you gotta come through the lane or something, be there to change your whole thinking.
I get what you're saying with that, and I don't ever discredit what Embiid does on defense. That's why Embiid, early in the season when he's talking about MVP, that's one of the main reasons I put him over people like Seth and Joker, because of his offense and defense, and I've consistently said that. But when you're talking about a team shooting threes, you didn't think the Sixers was defending those three. Like Boston hit some open ones, but you don't think that the Sixers, Thibault and all them guys and Ben and all them was getting out and defending those threes well? They wasn't getting a whole lot of clean look at threes. The Sixers defended it well. It was a good team defensive game.
Also, I want to give props to the boy Danny Green. Danny Green had a very good game. He actually bailed us out because that first quarter was kind of tough. But he was on. I think he was 4-4 in the first half.
Yeah, he didn't even shoot the first quarter. And then the second quarter, he just was lighting it up.
Yeah, so that second quarter was the difference of the game. That's pretty much how the game ended. Pretty much that second quarter, we just caught fire. But Danny Green, we discounted. Everybody had him on a trading
you had him in the trading block.
Everybody,
you did.
I did.
Listen, I've been giving Danny props all season, so.
But everyone wanted Kyle Lowry, and it was
no, you wanted. Stop! You keep saying everyone. You was the one all bad. We should have got Kyle Lowry.
I did. I can't lie. I did. Somebody can just pull the tape.
No, but to your point though about Kyle Lowry, and I looked and seen when Doc was talking about George Hill, because we need that backup point guard badly.
We do,
we do, because that's even when the bench was in, we really had no primary ball handler to distribute the ball. You know what I'm saying?
No, it just clicked in my head when watching the game. Ben Simmons need a point guard. He needs somebody to create shots for him.
I agree.
For some reason, I was like, he can create for other people, but he can't create his own shot. And maybe with the boy Hill coming and they playing together in the backcourt, you may see a whole different Ben Simmons, because for the first time in his career, he may actually have a point guard that's creating for him.
I
should have been had that. Should have been had that.
What'd you say, Wayne?
I said I ain't gonna hold my breath for that. but
man,
I get what you're saying, because that's just like in that one game I told you, it was like Ben Simmons had position like 3 times to get an oop, and it's like nobody could throw him that oop back door. You know, so like for a real point guards can make that play and put that pass up there to make that play happen.
Exactly.
Man, he the last couple of games he's really been struggling in a post up too.
You know,
he always struggles against Keith Smart though.
But here's the thing.
Marcus Smart, he struggles against him a lot.
But here's the thing.
But Smart, honestly, Smart also defended Toby well too down in the
He's just strong.
He is.
He's just a strong bull. But here's the thing:
strong, but he be muscling bulls down
if
there.
Ben Simmons if he wants his game to be an outside game or inside game, then he has to get stronger.
I agree.
If he's
strong, I think he's strong enough. He doesn't have it. Ain't his strength; it's his moves. That's the problem.
But his moves is post up.
But he gets knocked off. He gets knocked off his. I get what Tim's saying.
Yeah, but he has no spin to the basket. He has no. You see how B got moves? He has no moves in the post.
None. He did that English that shot that he did earlier.
Yeah, he just runs right or left and throws the hook throws the ball at the rim. But he has no stop. This boy.
I'm saying even on his post, I get what Tim's saying, because if you're that. Like when you have a smaller guy on you, you should be able, like how Tobias, for real, if you look at how Tobias does when he has a smaller guy on him, Tobias will bang him down there and then turn and hit that little mid-range. Just that Tobias don't do a whole lot of extra. Tobias muscles down.
They don't have this.
But even his little jump hook, that's what Tim is saying. Like Ben don't even have that base where he really bully people's down like that.
That's what I'm saying. He got to get
because
stronger.
You don't have everybody. You don't have any other moves. Like you don't have a fake. You don't have a fake inside where you could go back and shoot the fadeaway.
Both of y'all making good points.
When you don't have any moves, everybody knows what you're going to do, and they play you to that.
And that's why I said because he don't have moves like Tobias, then he has to get stronger down low.
I get what you're saying.
If he want to play bully ball. But Tobias is not strong either. If you notice, every time he try to go up, if somebody
This
touch
NBA,
him, he falling.
you can't bully like that. This NBA, like he can't.
If you have a size mismatch, you can.
But I see both of your points.
The same way when the backup guy came in there and Embiid just went right down, back him down the court and dunked on him. Like if you have size advantage on somebody, you can still muscle them.
Steph Curry lighting it up. Seth he has to play better. I'm tired of this guy. You know what? I can't even say that because I gotta accept what he is. He's a journeyman in the league.
And he shot 4 for 9. He just only
was 1 for 5 from 3.
He went 4 for 9 overall though.
Yeah.
And I honestly, I'm gonna tell you this. I actually was surprised. Seth actually played decent defense on Kemba Walker. Like it was a few times Kemba tried to crack him. Seth actually played decent. I was surprised because I ain't ever really seen Seth play no defense.
Kemba, if you've seen a couple times, and I said it on our chat, when Kemba went by him, B made Kemba change his whole shot.
I'm not even talking about going by him. I'm talking about Kemba trying to do to crack somebody and stop and shoot the 3, which he does a lot, and Seth stayed with him.
I seen him trying to attack the basket a little more, but when he went in, it was B there, and they was doing a lot of turnovers because they was trying to drive. They was doing drive and kicks, but everybody was reading that. But because they knew with B in the middle, they wasn't going to try a shot.
But you kind of making the point. I get Embiid is crucial to the Sixers defense. I get that. But that's what I'm saying when I say a team defense. Guess what? When they drive and kick it, and somebody has an attempt at open 3, the Sixers was running out there and defending it. That's what I'm saying. Embiid wasn't stopping the dudes from shooting 3s. He wasn't defending the 3s. That's even like for a while, they actually started trying to pick on Embiid. Like they started running them picks with Embiid, and Embiid was stepping off, and they big men was hitting, or he was stepping off and Kemba was hitting.
You have to run a pick with Embiid to get him out the lane.
But they wasn't getting him out the lane. He was sitting in the lane, and they was hitting the 3s.
Yep.
And that's why in our chat, that's why I said Embiid has to show more to make those guys do something with the ball. In the second half, they started playing more aggressive and making them drive and then playing a kick out.
You have to live with that. You don't want him attacking the basket. So that's why B was playing.
Why not?
B was.
So you rather give them 3s when they was hitting at a high clip?
They wasn't hitting early. They started hitting later. They was off early.
No, they actually was hitting earlier.
Early on is when they was.
Hitting.
Well, they hit a dry spot when we took that 19-2 run.
Early on is when they were hitting, and then as the game went on, then they hit a dry spot. Yeah, but they were. You said they wasn't hitting early on. That's what they was killing us with 3s from the get-go. That's what they was killing us with.
So they didn't go on a dry spot. That's why he went.
Yeah, but you said they wasn't hitting 3s early on. That's what they was winning with was 3s. That's what they was coming up on.
Listen. They not gonna hit. That's why they not gonna hit 3s all game. They hit 14.
They hit at a 40% clip. Same
they like 14 for 34, something like that.
It's 14 for 34. That's 41%. That's pretty good.
Well, this is why I keep saying that. This is why I keep saying I don't care. I'm not worried about Boston. Some people worry about Boston because of past and history and this, that, and the other. But I'm not worried about Boston. They don't have size.
Different animal.
They don't have the size. They don't have the size against.
What's the name? Didn't play either tonight.
Who?
Who's a center? They start center.
Thompson.
Man, Tristan Thompson ain't doing no difference.
Or the European boy ain't play either.
Okay. Yeah,
Evan Fournier. What's his name?
But did they play early? Did they play earlier this season? The Tristan Thompson.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought when we mopped them Ben too, right?
So y'all concerned again? Ben didn't shoot well from the free throw line. I think he was 4 of 8 tonight. 50%. That's not good enough.
It's not.
And so, but his turnovers were down. He only had 2 again. So that is good. We seeing something. And Doc mentioned in his presser the other day. They asked him that Ben's turnovers are down. He said, "Yeah, that's what they've been working on." So clearly, you're seeing evidence of the work that they're putting in. It's just now with those free throws, he has to do better.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He's gonna be he's going to be a radical on free throws his whole career.
See, you can't say his whole career, but you can say the rest of this year. Yes.
All right. Let me ask you this: how will you ever get confident shooting a free throw and you never shoot a jumper? Like you didn't even get yourself warmed up to shoot a free throw by shooting a jumper.
They're not the same thing though.
They are. They
aren't.
Yeah, they do.
No, they aren't. So do you jump on a free throw?
It don't matter. It's still a foul shot.
It's a different shot.
It's
It's a
the only
A free throw and a jump shot is the same way Eric Snow couldn't shoot jump shots, but he could hit free throws. You got dudes that
he
can't
wasn't
shoot
that
jump
great.
shots.
He wasn't that great. He was a 70% free throw shooter.
No was.
Stop hyping. Yeah, he was.
I take it.
Eric Snow was a 70% free throw shooter? Okay.
I take it.
But it's a difference shooting a free throw. First of all, that's why it's called free throw. That's why it's called free throw, because you're sitting there with nobody running at you, and you're sitting at the line, you're bouncing the ball, you're concentrating, you stop and shooting. That's a whole different shot from a jump shot in the flow of a game.
It's not entirely a different shot. It's still the follow through in there. No, it's not. No, it's not.
Jump shots, you jump. Free throws, you sit flat-footed and you just shoot it. You just sitting there shooting.
Your mechanics are still the same with your shot. Okay. The follow through is still the same.
Do you have any concerns with Tobias Harris? I think he struggled the last few games. Tonight he was 4 of 11.
I mean,
is it a deal or no? Is it a big deal or no big deal?
I don't have no big. I don't
Eric
think it's
Snow was a 76% free throw shooter, but go ahead.
Like I said,
you said 70. It's a big difference from 70 and 76.
Hold on. He's in the 7. You said he was at 80.
When did I say that? I didn't give a percentage. You said I didn't give a percentage. You said 70 shoot. You said 70. When did I say 80?
He was in the 70s. You said he was at 80.
No. I never said nothing.
He just said it was good, but this is a recap of the six. This is a recap of Boston.
No, you said 70%.
No, I say he's in the 70s.
Okay. Everybody, y'all heard what he said.
Yeah, he's in the 70s.
Okay, you said he was a 70%. He's in the 70s. You said he was a 70% free throw shooter.
He is 70%, 76. That's in the 70 percentile.
Okay, good try. Go ahead, Tim. What would you say? What was you asking, Tim?
Hold on. So 76% is good?
It's pretty good.
Yes.
What?
It's solid.
It's a solid shooting percentage. It ain't great, but it's solid.
It's solid.
Okay. Exactly. That's my point.
And when he was with the Sixers, he shot 79.4.
Being a good jump shooter correlates to you being a good free throw shooter.
Well, when he was with the Sixers, he shot 79.4. So basically 80, just under 80%. Was that good? Okay, let's go on.
All right,
I told you what he was for his career. So stop.
You said 70%. You right. You that's what you said. 70%.
Stop trying to hype it.
You said 70%. Go ahead, Tim.
All right, so we pretty much.
No, listen, I'm not worried. Oh, real quick to answer your question, I'm not worried about Tobias. You hit lulls in the season sometimes, and Tobias did a whole lot carrying us during that stretch when Embiid was out. So, and the night with it, like I said, Marcus Smart plays tough defense, and Boston plays a tough defensive game. But that's why I say the biggest thing is you have Embiid, who and now you have. People don't want to give Ben credit, but Ben is a difference on defense and playing one of those guys that a big time scorer. And then you have Doc. So I don't think that Boston matches up against us this year.
Mike Scott had a really good game.
Who?
Mike Scott. He scored nothing.
Did he even play?
Yeah, he had 12.
He was hustling though. I ain't gonna hold you. He was hustling.
Mike Scott is trash, and we got.
I ain't gonna argue that, but.
Mike Scott, that's the issue. We have to find a big to help out because Tobias can't do it by himself. And we pretty much what we do is we use a small ball lineup when Tobias goes out the game. And Paul Reed only got what? He got 1 minute today.
Yeah.
But this
but I mean, Mike Scott is a power forward though, right? So it's not necessarily small ball because you still have a power forward. I mean, he's just undersized one, you know what I mean? But you still have Dwight. Dwight had a solid game too. Dwight was real active tonight.
But he's determined to get his 4 to 5 fouls a night. He's not going to leave.
That's what he do.
Because the first half he did good. He didn't have a lot of fouls in the first half, and he was like, "That's unacceptable." So he went out and he picked up 3 early third quarter fouls, and he was like, "Okay, now I feel better."
And you know what? Another thing about Tobias, he was off tonight shooting, but he brought energy in other play. Like I think he had like 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. I mean, you're not always going to be on offensively, but for him to do all that other stuff, I appreciate all that kind of stuff somebody does. It to me, it's not all about scoring because you can always be off on a scoring night, but the other stuff you can always the hustle and playing defense and going on boards, you could do that even when you're off offensively, in my opinion.
I wonder why Toby ain't take a 3 tonight. This might be the first game he probably ain't take a 3. I guess he just let him lead. Yeah, he let him be.
Joel shot the allotment. No, honestly, I
Sometimes-
think because Boston was jumping out there on him. Boston was refusing to let him. It seemed like Boston made a concerted effort. Like they knew they couldn't stop Bede. So
Boston coach don't seem as brilliant as they.
I said that early on.
Remember
well,
how
it makes a difference when you're not going against Brett Brown in the playoffs. You know,
Boy
when you're going
Wonder.
against Brett Brown, you look like a genius.
That's true.
I mean, they had good records too last couple of years before they kind of just,
But that's like even with the dude they picked up, right? Who was it, Fournier? To me, Boston is. Why would you pick up? Basically, Boston's trying to load up the market on like wing players and shooters. Like, when are you going to get a quality big man like that? At least like a defensive dude that give rebounds or something.
It seems to me they're trying to play like a semi Golden State way, try to outscore you.
But Golden State even got like stud defensive players at the center position.
Maybe somewhere between Golden State and the Nets. You know what I mean?
Houston.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like, that Houston type ball.
Man, they shot a lot of threes. I couldn't believe they should. Wow.
But Boston, that's the NBA right now. My thing is
Marcus Smart jacking threes. Like, stop it.
But he actually shoots at a better percentage now, though.
He got better.
That's what I'm saying. He did get better this year.
They need a big man.
That's why I'm not concerned about them as much.
What's going on with Taco Fall? Can he get legitimate minutes in the league, you think? Or is he a mascot?
Basically he's a Manute Bol.
Yeah.
That's what he is, Manute Bol.
And that's why I was saying about got minutes.
But that's why I'm saying, yeah, but back then when you didn't have as many shooters, he did. Now you're talking about you got guys that like that's why I said for me, if Embiid didn't have that brace on his leg and he was playing free, I think he would have took him off the dribble and got him in foul trouble too. Because he really couldn't, but he played the way that he could. He stayed off of him, so then Embiid couldn't drive past him, but he long enough where he could try to contend Embiid's shots. And once Embiid settled down and was like, all right, he took the jab step. He knew the guy not coming all the way out wasn't going to go for it. So he just took the jab step, had that little bit of space, and he hit a couple of shots, and that's when he became irrelevant.
To be honest with you, I think they should have played Taco Fall a little more.
I do too. Just because Embiid was struggling with him for a minute.
Well, they had their starting center, but he just got in foul trouble. They was forced to play Taco Fall.
He's
not part of their rotation. He's not really part of their rotation.
Yeah, but Taco Fall looked like B wasn't trying to go in. He was settling for three.
And that's why he got it. If you notice, he got in the game early in the second half. Once they saw that he was having success on Embiid, he like the new Embiid stopper.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. If you look at where
they pulled him out though, they didn't play him long.
But that's what I'm saying. If you look and see where Embiid switched up how he was going at him, then he would go in that mid-range shot. Like Embiid rushed his first mid-range shot, and then he started shooting them threes. But in the second half, when he came in, Embiid would take the jab step. Taco Fall, you see, he's not going to go for your jab step, but he just took the jab step to make him stand still, and then he just set up and he shot the mid-range over him. Yeah. Because it was once he settled down, I guess it's like when there's different angle defender come at you, and then you got to make a little switch up in how you approach.
All right, but this was a minor.
They were playing that Houston hero ball. Everybody was hero balling.
But you know what? This is another reason why I say about the team defense. Boston recently have been doing better at because they played that hero ball a lot this season. So, but in the last few games, they got better at passing the ball around. They was getting more assists. Like they was playing more of a team ball swing. They tried that early on. The Sixers got like 9 steals because they was jumping in those lanes and defending them. So then after that, like to your point, then they went back to that hero ball and jacking it up, not passing around as much.
All right, y'all really want to go quickly around the NBA?
Okay.
All right. So
no, I want to get into this top 10 under 25.
That's part of the around the NBA.
Okay.
All right. Well, quickly. Doc, he advised Ben, we talked about this earlier, that he advised Ben you want him to dunk more instead of just trying to lay the ball up. I think
you can't just stop with that. You want him to dunk more? You can't just dunk on everybody.
That's what Doc said. Now, Maxey,
he's not even a great jumper like that.
Did he test positive? Because
no, he played during the
he played
when
he
the
had
bench
like 6
came
points.
in at the
Hold
end.
on.
Maxey?
He ain't had no points. When he came in at the end, I don't know. He might have had 2 or something. But like during the last minute when the bench came in and they cleared beating him out, Maxey came in. So he
no,
cleared.
Maxie. What was I looking at? Oh, I was looking at Shake. What was going on with Shake tonight?
Shake was in trouble with Doc. Doc was actually yelling at him on the sideline. He didn't play well. I think he was like 3 for 7 or something like that.
Yeah, he didn't get a lot of minutes either.
Yeah,
Boston is a tough defensive team. They
Doc
just don't
was
have
200.
size.
No, Shake does something real dumb. He tries to pass. He's not a good point guard, and he makes the ill-advised pass, and that leads to a lot of times that sparks runs for other teams, for the opposite team. That happens often, and that happened again today in the third quarter. And I think Doc had enough. Was like, you idiot. But I would just read.
He called him that too.
But Paul Pierce, he was fired from ESPN over the yesterday because over the weekend he left the video on Instagram. Is that fair or foul to get fired on your day off?
Fair.
See, but I don't understand.
Fair.
I don't understand. You got to understand these dudes have clauses in their contracts and things like that. So I mean, that probably violated.
What was the violation?
Well, hold. First of all, you got to remember who partially owns ESPN or who owns ESPN. It's Disney. So Disney is supposed to be family friendly and all this other stuff.
How do you think the family got there?
Not by strippers. So I mean, not in most cases, but
ask Paul George.
Paul George got kids.
Yep.
He got family. Or is his family strippers?
He got a family. He had a big body stripper.
Or he feeding a family of strippers. Is that what you say?
No, what I'm saying is,
listen, man, dudes got to learn to keep their personal life personal and off.
I agree with that.
I agree.
Video, man.
I agree with that. But he
ain't gonna starve. He made $200 million in the NBA, not even counting the endorsements. So
yeah, you see, he got a new video out talking about he cool. Don't worry about him.
Yeah.
Oh, he listen. Like I said, he made $200 million in NBA contracts alone. That ain't even counting whatever endorsement, commercials, sneakers, anything else that he did. So
he trying
that $1.5 million a year from ESPN, like it was nice little pocket change for him, but
it kept him relevant and everything. So.
Yeah,
and it don't help. It don't help that he's up for the Hall of Fame this year, because
that has nothing to do with basketball.
I don't think that.
Listen, you know how petty these sports writers are. They do little.
Yeah, but the NBA is different than NFL.
Yeah, I agree.
If that was the NFL Hall of Fame, that might.
Man, if Tracy McGrady can make the Hall of Fame, you can't tell me.
Yeah, I don't think Tracy McGrady. That's a whole nother situation. Yeah. I don't think he had enough longevity.
I don't think he had the numbers or championships
and over a long enough period of time.
I agree.
I don't think he ever.
Paul Pierce is shooing
first round of the playoffs. That right there.
I mean, he led the league in scoring a couple years, but like we said in the playoffs, what did he ever do? And
Paul Pierce is a shoo-in for. He's shooing for Hall of Fame.
He should be. Yeah, he went to two NBA championships, won one title.
Who do we draft over Paul Pierce? What was that guy's name?
Larry Hughes.
Because I lost my mind when they made that. That's back when I used to follow college ball like that. And that Kansas team with Rafe LaFrentz and Paul Pierce, I liked that squad. When Roy Williams was coaching them, I liked that
coach
squad.
Called Larry Brown and said, "Take Paul Pierce."
I would have told him that. I didn't even know who Larry Hughes was. From St. Louis.
Paul Pierce. But the thing is, at the time, they was playing AI at point guard. And they was like, we don't need another point guard. And then
no. That's not what they were. That's not what they said. This is what it was. We had Tim Thomas. And they said we don't need a small forward.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's because we had Tim Thomas. Larry Brown was good with Tim Thomas, so he wanted Larry Hughes because Larry Hughes could play both guard positions and get AI off the ball.
All right. Kawhi Leonard's agent said that his team, he's interested in going to the Miami Heat next year.
I'm tired of Kawhi.
What? That's the first I heard of that.
Yeah.
No, they did. I saw it today too. Kawhi irritates me a little bit.
But that'd be a problem. Him and Jeff.
Man, no, it ain't. I ain't worried about that. Win something in LA first. Win something with the Clippers first.
Yeah. He was supposed to be a problem with the Clippers, right? Oh, he gonna get Paul.
He's supposed to be LeBron stopper. Remember the video? He the king of LA now and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
All right. So earlier yesterday, in ESPN, they released their 25 under 25 rankings.
You should have popped it up real quick on the screen. I know you probably can.
No, I can't. But so my problem. Not necessarily with
read the order first.
All right, I'm gonna give you the top 10. I think the top 10 is the most important. So top 10, they have Luka, Zion.
Hold on. Before you read it, you got to understand it's not the top 10 now. It's projected potential. Right?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So Luka number 1, Zion, LaMelo number 3, Donovan Mitchell 4, Jason Tatum, who we saw tonight 5, De'Aaron Fox, Ben Simmons, Devin Booker, Bam Adebayo. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Shy and the dude from, is he still on OKC? Shy Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah, Gilgeous Alexander.
Yeah. And then Ingram. That's a New Orleans.
Ingram's 11.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you,
Hate on Ben.
I agree with the list a little bit.
Okay.
Because the list is based on future potential. It's not what you're doing now. It's how you're expected to play down the line. And to be honest with you, I think a player is missing on that top 10.
Who's that?
I will replace somebody on that top 10 with Michael Porter Jr.
So you impressed with Michael Porter Jr. so far? What you're saying?
Yes.
So who would you? All right, where would you replace him? Who would you replace him with?
I'll replace him with Ben Simmons. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
The list is based on future potential. That's on a guy getting better in the league and reaching a certain plateau in the league. Like 1, 2, and 3, you see them getting better every year. You've seen Luka getting better. You've seen Zion getting better. And you actually seen LaMelo get better from when he's playing in the other league to when he's playing in the NBA.
Did Luka get better?
Who?
Luka, did he get better?
Yes.
He got better from last year?
They didn't think LaMelo would be this good like he is now in the league.
No, I didn't say LaMelo. I said Luka. Like Donovan Mitchell and Luka, to me, I think they're the same player they've been for the last couple of years.
I actually, be honest with you, I don't think Donovan Mitchell should be number 4, to be honest with you.
Now I can see Zion. I can see them putting Zion, but to me, I like what greater do you see Luka? Like what do they see Luka improving on? If you're talking about potential,
this is
like,
potential he could probably take over the league potential, because these are the dudes that's going to be taking over the league in the future. So if these were the dudes that was in the league after everybody retired, this is dudes that's left. This is the order.
So Jason Tatum, from what you've seen tonight, that's what he looked like he gonna do.
Me? I mean,
no, I'm just saying. See, this is my only issue with these.
On one game, you want to base on one game?
This is my only issue with these lists like that.
Well, you take that down.
My only issue with lists and stuff like that, like for instance, now me personally, I don't see him. I don't necessarily see Ben Simmons shooting. I don't see him ever developing that shot and doing that like that. But if you're talking about potential, so the potential, if Ben ever, we already know, everybody discussed this is why everybody's so mad. Because people feel like if Ben Simmons had a jump shot, they feel like he would be elite level, like up there on top of the league type. That's what a lot of people say. If Ben ever shot and shot well, that he would be that.
We ain't talking about what a lot of people say. We're not talking about what a lot. It's on our opinion.
So what do you?
It's on our opinion. It's not on a lot of people say. It's on what you say.
Okay, so if Ben Simmons started shooting a jump shot, you don't think that he would be top?
He's not. I don't think he is. See, this is the potential is something you think somebody could reach, right? Me personally, from what I've seen Ben Simmons from the last 3 to 4 years, he's the same player that he was in high school.
No, but see, I don't think that much. But
Ben Simmons has maxed out. So if you're saying future potential, I
disagree with that as far as
future
maxing
potential
out.
For him to grow. Where do you see him getting better at?
I can't say that either, though.
No. Listen, it's a fair point. I'm not just saying that, but I'm just saying that to say with everything. That's just like LaMelo Ball. He played half a season. Now everybody see this is stuff we talking about when everybody get caught up in the moment. Some people was doubting on LaMelo when he first came in. So now he played half a season and played decent and played well and had his team in playoff contention. Now it's like LaMelo's the next great thing. Like that's all I'm saying is like, but I get it because they're talking potential. I just like to base stuff more on stats per se. You know what I'm saying?
You always based on potential. That's why you draft players.
Maybe sometimes you draft players.
Them at younger
maybe sometimes you draft players because they're actual players.
Now you draft for potential.
Not always. You don't think when guys come in as number 1 overall, they're not drafting them for what they are at times?
They draft them for potential.
Okay.
You are. They see what you are and they say, listen, I could take this guy. He could be a superstar like Ben Simmons. What was Ben Simmons' potential coming out of college? LeBron, right?
No, that's what you said. I
That's what everybody said. That's what everybody said.
Most people felt that way. Most people did feel that way.
I didn't. But I mean, I can't argue with the list because that's their opinion. I don't necessarily agree. Like I said, to me, Donovan Mitchell, and I like Donovan Mitchell, but I don't like, where is Donovan Mitchell? Where do they see the improvement, the growth from Donovan Mitchell? And I think like Luka is already a beast. Like, where is Luka going to get better? So it's like, are they talking about how much better the players are going to get, or are they just talking about how good they're going to be compared to each other, like in a few years?
How much better?
I think Jamal Murray is too low on the list.
How good do you think you see Jamal Murray get?
So you said how much better? So how much better you think Luka Doncic going to get that he should be number one?
He's the best of the young bulls right now.
Okay, but we're talking about potential. We're not talking about what they're doing right now, right?
Yeah, he has potential to take over the league. If he can get it right to carry these teams like
so he's going to do more than he's doing now.
Yes, more you're doing now is winning with your franchise, right? Because he's giving you all the numbers right now, right? He's giving you scoring, he's giving you rebounds, he's giving you assists. He's doing everything.
So it's just about him getting a better team around him.
It's just about his team winning, probably. More about his team winning.
Well, let me address one thing y'all said about Donovan Mitchell. His point total is going up every year. His first year was 20, second year 23, third year 24. This year,
ask 25. Me this: does his field goal percentage go down every year too?
That's what I'm talking about.
No, you talk about his points. What about his field goal percentage?
His field goal percentage is steady. It's 40.
At what? 40%?
43 and 49. 43 and 44.
Yeah, that's not good.
That was AI.
Oh, 43, 44 is not bad for two guard.
It's not good. That's terrible.
That's not
bad for two guard. It's not bad for a guard, 43, 44.
Yes, it is.
That's Iverson numbers.
That was bad. He's not Iverson. Listen, Jordan shot 50%. That's his career.
Jordan is Jordan.
Kobe is like 45 or 46. That's his career.
No, I don't know about that with
It Kobe. Is.
I mean,
it is. 43 is bad. Come on.
You're going out numbers.
43 is not bad.
It's not bad.
It is. 43 is bad, y'all. Stop.
All right. I mean, LaMelo's shooting 45%. So, I mean, I guess that's better than what'd you say? What's his name is shooting this year? 43, 44. So LaMelo shoot more shots. You think his shooting percentage is going to go up or down?
If he should get better and it should go up.
Okay.
You want your shooting percentage to get better, not worse, right?
Oh, absolutely. But usually when your shooting attempts go up, your shooting percentage drops down some.
Kobe's 44%. Like I said.
Yeah. So like I said, as a shooting guard, that's a good percentage.
Hold on. Stop comparing Donovan Mitchell to Kobe. He's not Kobe.
You just gave us.
You compared him to Michael Jordan.
Not Iverson.
You compared his shooting percentage to Michael Jordan, though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is because y'all saying 43%
you are definitely bipolar.
Good. That's not good.
43% is.
No, it's not.
Not for a center, it's not.
Not for guard either.
Yeah, for a guard, a guard is gonna be high volume, especially if you're a shooting guard. It's like that. 44 to 46% is pretty decent for a guard.
No, it's not. Stop. Okay. Come on, stop with that. We'll check that out later.
All right, y'all got any final thoughts before we wrap this thing up? All right.
Well, KD might be coming back.
Oh yeah, KD. They
Harden
tomorrow.
out for 10 games now, and Harden.
We got a chance to strike now with Harden going down for a bit. So hopefully, but the thing is, Milwaukee, they making a run. Fortunately,
Dwayne Wade career 48% field goal.
All right.
Guard, high volume.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, because that's exceptional. That is for shooting.
Win the next game.
The next game will be Thursday night, where we are traveling to New Orleans. I think
we should get Zion.
We should win that game because
I want Ben to shut Zion
because
down.
I think New Orleans play the Nets on tomorrow night. They play in New Jersey. They play in Brooklyn. They play the Nets tomorrow night, and then they got to travel home. And
So
we
they
travel down there to play
they
'em.
playing it back to back then.
Yeah, and they traveling, so we should be heading out there now, getting ready for them, and we should win that game.
No.
They should have LaMelo. What's LaMelo Ball on the list? Because he actually been getting better.
Lonzo,
yeah.
Lonzo been balling. He actually 24th on the list, and his brother number 3 on the list. That's not right.
LaMelo got game, man. LaMelo got game.
I mean, you got to think when they talk potential, they look at the younger you are, the higher you're going to be on that list.
Oh yeah, and the good thing about it is our next game is Friday. Our next game is
Thursday.
Friday. I know. I'm looking at the schedule now.
Okay. So the Pelicans will still get a day to rest in between.
They'll get a day off, but we'll have a couple of days off, so it's just a good.
That's
thing.
good.
And then we got
Ben gets to practice on his free throws the last couple of days.
Yeah, you get to rest that knee up.
And then we got OKC Saturday. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button. We will catch y'all Friday after the game. We out.